Okay. Let's start a funny haha video animations about Warhammer 40K.
You weren't born. Okay, of course you were born. This is Warhammer 40K. Your luck wasn't landing you as Jesus. You were...
Wait, what? Also, tell me if the audio is too loud or something. I can always lower the video audio. I missed one part. Give me a second. I have to listen where the Jesus came from.
Of course you were born. This is Warhammer 40K. Your luck wasn't landing you as Jesus. You were born screaming, covered in blood, and probably already being judged by a servo skull with a clipboard.
Yeah, the servo skull just checks if you're already a heretic or not. If you have any heretic in you, well then, no point of raising you. But if not, then you can continue.
But that part where you got to be a person, that ended fast. Because someone looked at your orphaned, half-feral 13-year-old self and thought, yeah, let's give that kid acid spit and a rocket launcher.
Oh, that makes sense. That's definitely gonna work very well. Very efficient. The faster you give them the acid and the rocket launcher, the faster they learn how to use it. Thus, the faster they can go and use it against the enemies. Makes sense. And they harm less people around them in the process, of course.
First, the tests. Then the surgery, then the upgrades. They installed...
Upgrades, people! Upgrades! Is very important.
19 organs. Not metaphorically, they literally opened you up and started adding them.
Well, they are important. That's where I went wrong in my teens. No rocket launcher. Exactly. See, if you got the rocket launcher, everything in your teens would be so much better. So much better. Bro, looking like a stuffed turkey, listen, it's for his own good. It's for his safety. If one be too punctured, it's okay. He has another one functioning just as well as the first one. Sometimes being a stuffed turkey is a good thing.
One lets you eat poison, one lets you breathe in space, one lets you lick dirt and taste its feelings.
Wait, what do you mean? You can taste feelings. Which one is that? It's for culinary reasons? Of course. More organs means I can do more things in my body. Yes. My teams and games know very well that giving me rocket launcher will not make anything better. Quite the opposite. You just didn't learn quite early enough. That's the issue.
Science.
Science is very important. It's for science, guys.
They stapled the black carapace into your spine, turning your body into a USB port for power armor.
You know what? I love the fact that the first time it was wrong. Thank you. We never get it first time. From
that point on, you didn't wear armor, you were armor. If it itched, bad. If it pinched, that's loyalty. They erased your name, called it purity. They erased your memories, called it devotion. Your personality, unnecessary variance. You got assigned to a legion, not...
Why would you need personality when there is Xenos to kill? You don't need personality for that. No. You just need a rocket launcher.
Chosen, assigned. To none other than the Ultramarines. The blue ones, the noble ones. The ones who print their battle plans on parchment and then light it on fire for extra purity.
They are the blueberries! He is the blueberry. It is not a time for personality. Exactly, it's not the time.
You didn't feel noble, you just felt heavy.
But you are noble now.
In a training cage. No names, just chain, weapons, and trauma.
Chain, weapons, and trauma. Are the chains for the weapons? Oh, here it is. Is the trauma skippable? No, it's chained to you. That's what the chains are for the trauma. Yes, unless you're into Slanesh. Uh-oh. No. We checked with the servo skull. At the very beginning. There is no Slanesh here. No. Chain sword, chain fist. I think they put chains in 40k, not just in Fallout. Don't need a personality to shout for the Emperor, just need bigger lungs and a megaphone. I think they already have big lungs, so yeah. There are 3 acceptable personalities. Jackass, stab, and burn. Lol.
Of them hadn't blinked in 3 weeks. One quoted scripture in his sleep. One kept
Makes
talking to
sense.
his bolter like it was...
Look, it has googly eyes. He has no personality, so the bolter has personality. It's okay. We accept the bolter personality.
his dead twin. You learn fast, because asking questions got you reevaluated, and reevaluation meant getting stabbed and replaced by the next kid in line.
Uh-oh.
You were told this was brotherhood. It mostly felt like structured emotional damage. They taught you how to fight before you learned how to eat slowly. They
Very
taught you how to
important. I mean, you don't need to eat, so it's okay.
chant before you understood half the words.
Very
And when
important.
your bones broke, good. Now you could learn how to fight while healing. Eventually, you earned your first deployment.
I don't think it's that easy to break a bone of a space marine. My machine spirit craves blood. No! Your machine spirit should not crave blood. If it does, please go to your local tech priest. Ah, Echo, thank you for the hat buds.
Great Crusade, they called it. Thousands of worlds reunited with the Imperium.
Yeah!
Thousands of cultures that didn't want to be. You
That
were told
doesn't
to bring
matter.
Unity. You brought
Yes.
a bolter and righteous indignation. Your
Yeah,
first kill was a
bolter.
rebel who called the Emperor overrated. Your second was a child with a plasma gun and too much hope. You told yourself
Too much hope. Yeah, that's heretical. My machine begs to release its spirit. We know that that's not gonna happen. I would prefer to let the galaxy burn. Well, it's a abandon the spoiler thing, I guess. I am not certain I understand that one. If the OMNISSIAH craves blood, then it must be a dark mechanicum of chaos working for the world eaters and corn. Yes. Yeah, yes. And it's not OMNISSIAH then. It's corn. They go on sick leave. I know they train in unpowered power armor while recovering. They have sick leaves? Damn, brah. Even in Warhammer 40K, the Space Marine have better working conditions than in the US. Oh no. I won't let it happen, of course not. See, giant armored killing machine. Child, bet. Yeah.
it was for the Imperium.
Yeah, it was
tasted
for the
like burning
Imperium.
oil and moral flexibility. You saw your Primarch once. The Brute Gilliman, the Avenging Sun.
Look
built
at the
like a cathedral
boy!
and glowing like someone who always files taxes early. He didn't see you. He saw the formation, but you stood straighter anyway. You said
Yeah!
he was your gene father, but you didn't feel fathered. Still, you believe.
He is
in
your
the
father.
Emperor, in the mission, in the idea that all this pain had a purpose. Because if
Yeah.
you stopped believing, even for a second, you might remember what it felt like to be human.
No,
That
no.
Would be worse. So you kept marching, kept telling yourself that all is well. And
Yes.
for a while, it actually felt like it was working. The Emperor had a plan. The galaxy had a structure. Your squad only stabbed each other during training drills.
It's okay. We stab each other just sometimes. It's fine. They got excellent haircut as well. True. They have mechanicals there. The DNA test says otherwise. What if it's Sisters of Battle machine spirit? I bet few crave heretic blood. Sisters of Battle do not have machine spirit. Machine spirit is only within machine. Sister of Battle is not a machine. Thus, she has no machine spirit. And the ships and the machines that they use are still maintained by Mechanicus. And the machine spirit thus is still mostly affected by the Mechanicus, not the Sisters of Battle, so no. They have a different definition of gene pool. Listen, I'm certain that the DNA test would still be that he's his father. The only ones craving the blood of the Sisters of Battle are the Grey Knights. Lol.
Sure, the Great Crusade was mostly yelling and compliance bullets, but at least it was organized yelling. Then your
Yeah.
cousin Legion stopped responding to Vox calls.
Uh-oh.
Then another one showed up to a war zone with a new logo and way too much eyeliner. Then
Uh-oh.
someone whispered, "What if Dad's just wrong?" And next thing you know, You're getting deployed to remind your own Gene brothers what loyalty means with a bolter. But hey, at least you weren't captaining a 10,000-ton warship through a thunderstorm while dodging torpedoes and trying not to disappoint the man who built half the US Navy out of spite. Because that's naval combat, and that's what you get in World of Warships, today's sponsor. This
I don't know.
tactical game lets you command real US ships like the USS Albany and USS Smith, recreated from actual.
Can you imagine
20th
the
century
freaking space marine on the warship?
7 battle types,
That would be
and whether
scary.
that actually changes how you fight.
Even organ
Ships are
with
split into 4
insert
classes.
into them could
Battleships
have
hit
different
hard,
genetic
taking harder.
structures. That's
Destroyers are
true.
fast, sneaky, and allergic to staying
That
alive.
is true.
Cruisers do a bit of everything and get blamed when it all goes wrong. And carriers just press buttons from across the map and pretend it's strategy. Right now, there's a 4th of July event
I
running,
feel like I would be
featuring
very
110
happy with a
US ships,
carrier.
stars and striped skins, and enough
Just
firepower
press
to make
buttons
even new
and
players
definitely
regret.
is
So if
planned.
you want to command
All
actual
according to
naval
plan.
history instead of getting vaporized in a cutscene,
There is no
click the link
Sunday
in the
Shortcast
description
them.
or pinned comment, and use code STEPUP to get 7 days premium, 1 million credits, 500 doubloons, USS Albany and
Doubloons.
USS Smith for free.
Is it
It's on PC
balloons?
and
Oh.
console, and unlike many clickbait games, World of Warships is free. So yeah, the only heresy here is not clicking the link. Grab your fleet, claim your rewards, and use code STEPUP.
I'm
while
sure
the
there
4th of
is some
July
other
event is still
heresy
live.
in there.
Now,
I'm
back to the
certain.
cousin-on-cousin trauma.
No!
You thought the Xenos were bad? Try explaining betrayal to someone who shares your chin structure and war crimes resume. You were promised
Lol.
unity. What you got was cousin-on-cousin warfare
No!
and the galaxy's worst family
Not my
reunion.
cousin! I still prefer War Thunder. Oh, I know.
1 minute, you're chanting war hymns with a guy over a ration brick shaped like guilt. The next, he's across the battlefield wearing the same armor, just slightly moodier, whispering about how the Emperor isn't who he used to be. You shoot him in the throat.
He is just it's a phase, Mom. It's a phase. I'll play World of Warship when they add a Ranfkale Space Wolf flagship. You may wait quite a long time for that one.
He doesn't flinch until the second shot. You don't
Oh.
even know if that counts as heresy or just extremely aggressive disagreement.
It was
That's the
just a
moment the
phase.
galaxy flips, and we call it the Horus Heresy. Like branding the end of sanity makes it easier to file. Half the legions go full cult core. One
Yep.
Primarch stubs his ego, and suddenly you're being told to reunite at Bolter Point. Horus betrays the Emperor, the Council
Yep.
of Nicaea bans librarians, nobody
Yep.
checks the math on that. Now
Nope.
every third psyker is auditioning for a warp-themed exorcism speedrun, and you're
Yep.
stuck babysitting a chaplain who thinks PTSD is a training opportunity. Your sergeant calls it a civil war, the chaplain calls it divine testing.
Oh my
You just call
god.
it Thursday. You're deployed against the Sons of Horus. They don't wear Luna
Oof.
Wolf White anymore. It's a sea green and spite. You recognize one of them. You trained together. On that moon with the servo drones that kept electrocuting
No.
people for character, he helped you bury one. You don't bury him, you vaporize what's left, burn the soil, and keep moving. Loyalty used to be simple. Now, the word bearers are quoting scripture mid-stabbing. The
It's well, you no, embarrassed children. That's, you know what? I feel like instead of how to torture, it should have just huge letters of smut on it. I feel like that's what they would be reading right now. I'm hearing a lot of arguments for why you don't want the personality. Yeah, I feel like it. I feel like it. Yeah, I think we shouldn't have personality, people. True, thank you. it should have just a huge smut on it. I'm sure that it would be for science, guys. I'm sure.
Emperor's children turned civilian torture into performance art.
It's art, okay, Mom. Wait, what was the deleted scene from The Office? It's hentai and it's called art. That's the logic of Emperor's Children. It's a hentai and it's called art.
World Eaters gave up grammar entirely.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah, there is a deleted scene from The Office when Stanley gets bumped into and the tons of like anime pictures fall out of his little like filing a little, not a bag, but like something like that. And then in the little room when they talk to the camera, he says it's called hentai and it's art. You can search it on YouTube. It's a very well-known meme of Stanley that was deleted from the TV series. Rather unholy. Yeah, you can search it on YouTube. It was actually, it's one of the most famous deleted scenes from The Office, as far as I'm aware.
And now communicate exclusively through chainsaw decibel levels. One guy in your squad starts muttering about visions. He carves something into his armor and calls it decorative. The chaplain calls it a reason to bring out the flamer. You don't ask questions. You just start cleaning your bolter a little more incessantly.
It's important.
They say this.
Asking questions takes time and answering them takes time. We don't ask questions. We just act.
Siege of Terra is coming. That the Emperor will make a final stand. That this is the moment that defines the Imperium. You're not so sure. You're currently knee-deep in dead heretics, guarding a trench that smells like burnt prayer scrolls, watching another Thunderhawk crash like divine satire. You reload. You look across the field and lock eyes with another Astartes. Same gait, same armor, same slightly exhausted posture. You shoot first, because if you hesitate, you're next. And just like that, it's no longer about crusades or banners or faith. And before you can catch your breath, the call comes down. Terra is under siege. Time to go home, or what's left of it.
Wait, is Terra Ultramarine home? No, they have a different planet, right? There is Ultramar. Isn't that the planet of Ultramarines? So Terra is not home for Ultramarines. No, Macragey? Wait, what? Yeah, so Terra is not home for Ultramarines. There is a different one. All right, Ultramar. I was like, am I crazy? Is Ultramar not Ultramarine planet? Home as in humanity's home? Oh, that's what makes sense.
This is it. The final stand. The moment that saves humanity. You're not in the throne room. You're not even near it. You're 3 decks down.
No. You cannot be near the throne room. That's not where you go. At this point, all the legions have some marines that were born on Terra. Seriously? How? Hello, Lovebrook. To be fair, the first founding, the first marines in 30k were Earthmen. I see, okay.
Crawling through sewage tunnels beneath what used to be a museum. Above you...
Oh, there's a museum on Terra? Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
Titans fighting like kaiju-sized divorce
Big
lawyers.
boys!
Below, you and 6 exhausted brothers bleeding into trench rot and whispering litanies like they're bug repellent.
It's
you
important.
Hold the line for 13 straight days, not because you're brave, because the Medicaid ran out of stims and figured anyone still moving was fine. You fight through traitors, demons, collapsing infrastructure, and your own growing suspicion that maybe this divine plan was more like a group project where everyone died and the Emperor took the credit.
No!
Then it happens. They say Horus is dead, that the Emperor lives. You don't feel victorious, you just feel tired. You clean your bolter, again, eat another ration brick shaped like a purity seal, and wait for someone to tell you what's next. Nobody does. The psychers go quiet. The chaplain cries for the first time in his life and pretends it's condensation. The sky looks wrong. You ask if we won. They say the Emperor endures. Which is code for he's been stapled to a throne and wired into the psychic mainframe like a divine Wi-Fi router.
So he lives, kind of, maybe, a little bit. Yeah. All the legions were formed on Terra before finding the Primarchs, except maybe Alpha Legion. Okay. Except maybe Alpha Legion, because guess what? We don't know anything about the Alpha Legion. Oh, I was right. Macrage is their homeworld in the realm of Ultramar. Oh, I see. Terra is the home of the High Lords of Terra, a council that rules the Imperium and commands the military, and they rule over the Imperial Guards as well.
See his body, but you saw the aftershocks, the silence, the sermons rewritten mid-sentence, the people too scared to ask what alive really means anymore. They say he chose this, that he's watching. You look around at the broken wall, the shattered squads, the half-dead world you're now responsible for protecting. But there's no time for grief, because the traitors, they're not dead, just running. And the Imperium, it's not victorious, it's about to get rebranded.
Rebranded?
New rules, same nightmare. The heresy ends on paper, but the cleanup, that's just getting started. They told you.
So, we repel them, but we kinda gotta catch them now.
you
Important.
Horus was dead, that the Emperor was alive, that the Imperium stood victorious.
Yeah!
Then they handed you a flamer and told you to start with your old recruitment planet. This wasn't about justice anymore, this was about optics. The scouring wasn't a war, it was a cleanup. One by
It's important. You have to make sure that it's clean.
by one, you chased the traitor legions into the Eye of Terror, world by world, monument by monument. If it
Very
wore the
good.
wrong colors, burn it. If it quoted the wrong scripture, burn it. If
Yep.
it didn't cheer loud enough during a compliance parade, double
Burn it!
You asked
Yeah.
if this was still holy work. The chaplain stared at you so long you started reciting litanies out of guilt. You given a fresh
You don't ask. It is. You don't ask questions. What did we establish?
purity seal and told to stop asking
Yay.
questions. You pin it to your chest like it's supposed to keep the memories from leaking out. Spoiler, it doesn't. The Codex Astartes gets introduced, which splits legions into chapters to prevent another Horus trading might for control. Gilliman writes it. And by writes, we mean data dumps 500 pages of passive-aggressive war rules and calls it divine structure.
I mean, listen, it's Gilliman. Of course, it has to be a written codex with tons of data combined in one book. It's very important, okay?
Your job now includes checklists. You used to charge into battle with a chainsword and a scream. Now you submit a formation request and wait for...
Why is his mark thicker than the other? What? I feel like something is wrong here. Why? Is it foreshadowing? Must investigate further.
bolter clearance.
Because he is more ultramarine. Of course.
You lose your first friend to deviation. He wore his old Legion tattoo one day too long. Then say he retired. You find his helmet in the supply bin 2 weeks later. Sometimes, in the silence between deployments, you find yourself whispering their names. The ones they made you burn, the ones they made you forget. You say them in low Gothic, quiet, just once, then delete them again. Because
Yeah,
in the
very
Imperium,
important to delete them.
memory is a liability. But paperwork? Paperwork is sacred now.
Yeah, it's very important. Paperwork it keeps things clean. If Gilliman was in fantasy, he'd be a dwarf because he writes everything down. Yes. Bureaucracy is all they know. Bureaucracy is all sacred.
Not a legion anymore. Now it's a chapter. Same colors, fewer brothers, more mandatory war chants. Some of your squad got
Important.
reassigned. Some volunteered to start new chapters. One vanished mid-briefing and came back with a different name and a promotion. No one asked questions. You just called him brother and pretended the old name didn't echo. There were no more glorious crusade charges. Now it's tactical engagement pattern gamma tertius. Approved by
Now it's time to read and learn before you charge in. It's important.
middle management and blessed by bureaucracy. You used to
Yeah.
win battles by instinct. Now you win them by PowerPoint. Your captain starts
You have to put on PowerPoint for your captain. Oh no! The true horror of the war. A song of bolter and fire. Oh no! The bureaucracy is expanding to meet the need of the expanding bureaucracy. Yes.
quoting subclauses mid-fight. Your sergeant carries a purity checklist. You find yourself missing the days when you just punched heretics and prayed after. Your chapter gets a new chaplain. He's younger than your helmet. Quotes doctrine like slam poetry. Calls the emperor the first spreadsheet. You laugh.
The first spreadsheet. I feel like Mechanicus. At least it was PowerPoint and not Excel. It is Excel as well. It's both now. It's both. The horrors have begun.
Then realize he's serious. And then cry a little. Silently, because emotion is still considered a soft
Yeah. No emotions and no personality. No.
You fight in a dozen more crusades against orcs, Eldar, and things so weird the administratum hasn't named them yet.
Hello. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Brothers, you gain honors, but you forget what the honors were for. Sometimes you see the others, the new chapters. They share your gene seed, not your memories. You used to feel like a sword. Now you just
I feel like there might or might not be some craziness happening. We don't talk about it.
feel heavier. And I don't mean emotional baggage. Okay, maybe
No.
I do. I can't be your narrator and your therapist, so like this one's on you. But hey, that's just aging, right? According to the
Yeah.
Codex, you're still combat effective. And if you're not, well, the Imperium has a plan for that too. You just get repurposed, so you keep going. Decades
Yeah, like that's okay. If you lost 2 arms and a leg, we can still use you. There is always a way to use you. Don't worry about it. You can be still serving the Emperor.
blur, wars change names, enemies respawn with new hats. And you've been at war for centuries, or at least it feels like that. You stopped counting somewhere around your 20th compliance campaign, or your 8th crusade. Or maybe it was that one skirmish where your arm got vaporized and the tech marine reattached it using incense, duct tape, and what might have been faith.
Listen, it worked. He has back his arm.
Point is, you're still here. And honestly, you're starting to think that is the punishment. The galaxy keeps changing. New Xenos, new cults, new ways to scream in languages your auto-translator actively censors for morale reasons. You once fought a creature that wasn't born in real space. Your captain called it a demon.
Hello.
You called it Tuesday, because Thursdays already got booked.
Yeah, Thursdays are already there, so it has to be Tuesday now, guys. Thursday is for the Horus Heresy. Tuesday is for the horrors from the space. It's okay.
The warp storms get worse. Time fractures. One mission takes 2 hours for you, 12 years for everyone else. You return to base and find out your chapter already mourned you, replaced you, and assigned your bunker to a servitor named
Lol.
Clanky. Clanky's
Clanky took over your bunker. Oh no. Not the Clanky. No. No. We don't like that.
snores loudly. You fight alongside newer recruits now. Primaris, shinier,
Tuesday, demons. Thursday, tacos.
taller. Built like bad decisions in power armor. They're
Makes
polite,
sense.
efficient, soulless. You don't hate them, you just hate that they still believe. Your chaplain starts mumbling during sermons. Your apothecary stops naming the dead and starts assigning serial numbers. You haven't prayed in 38 standard cycles. Not because you lost faith, you just ran out of new material. Sometimes you dream about your old squad. Sometimes you see them on the battlefield. Problem is, you're pretty sure they've been dead for 400 years. You ask the librarian if
Oh no. No. They are not dead. They are alive in your heart, for sure.
that's normal. He says, define normal. Then his nose starts bleeding. You
Uh-oh.
reload, you fight, you keep going. Because you're a
Yeah, no, nosebleed is not good. You should maybe, inform someone. Cord might be looking.
Space Marine. You don't get to stop. You barely remember getting reassigned to this new warp mission. 1 minute you're patching up a bolter with duct tape and sarcasm.
That's the only thing that works. That's the only thing that works. Good old duct tape.
The next, you're staring out at a pothole at a space that's technically illegal to look at for too long. Great, warp travel again. You've done this before, hundreds of times. You've got the whole routine down. Recite the litanies, bless the toilet, don't make eye contact with the bulkhead if it starts pulsing. But
Yeah.
this time, no screams, no visions, just vibes. Bad
Oh.
ones. You tell yourself it's fine. Maybe the Geller field just feels
No.
extra cursed today. Maybe it's
No.
normal for the Medicaid station to hum in harmony with your heartbeat. Maybe the
No.
bolter's supposed to whisper your name when you're not holding it. You ask
No.
the chaplain. He tells you the Emperor protects. Then
The Emperor protects, exactly. You just have to believe in the Emperor. It's okay.
forgets your name. Then blesses a vending machine. So you
You know what? Blessing a vending machine is actually pretty cool. It might give you more stuff.
you stop asking. Instead, you do what you've always done. Clean your gear, ignore the walls exhaling like they've got lungs. You start dreaming weird again. Not scary, just familiar. Too familiar. You see
Uh-oh.
old battlefields you don't remember fighting on. Dead brothers saying things you definitely never said, except it still feels like you said them. You chalk it up to stress, or time dilation, or the emotional equivalent of
Uh-huh.
filing taxes for 900 years straight.
Yeah, I mean that'll take a toll on you. That's a lot of taxes. That is a lot of taxes. Not duct tape, the sacred application of the duct tape because yes, it's topicus. It's a holy topicus.
Warp doesn't scream.
Adactus topicus. Oh my goodness, yes, that's the new one. Don't worry, guys. It has been blessed by the OMNISSIAH.
Scream this time, it sighs. Like it's been watching you this whole time and finally went, okay, buddy, you've earned a break. And the worst part?
Yeah!
You almost believe it. That the whispering's done, that the worst is over, that you'll finally get to rest. But nope, you wake up to another drop pod, another flame briefing, another heresy. Okay, now you've been fighting for a long time. Like, a long time. You're not sure how long exactly, because time has gotten weird. Could be a few centuries, could be brunch. All you know is the bolter still works, the mission isn't over, and some shiny new Primaris...
Is it ever over? Is the mission ever over? I don't feel like it.
just called you ancient like it was a compliment. You keep getting honored, medals, blessings, purity seals stapled to your chest like divine participation trophies. You haven't taken your armor off in... ever, but that's fine. Astartes don't retire, they just get louder when they breathe. Then there's the new guy, wide-eyed, fresh jeans.
Only in death does duty end, yup. And not even then, because remember, even in death you can still serve the Emperor.
Seed looks at you like your history.
In the grim dark of the future, there is only war. Yup, that is true.
Class with a pulse says something like, "It's an honor to serve beside you, ancient. What's it like being awake?" You laugh, except you don't. Your Vox speaker clicks, the kid salutes and walks away, thinking he heard divine static. You sit there wondering when your voice stopped working. You chalk it up to warp trauma, maybe spiritual compression, maybe the armor is just extra creaky today. You've been through worse, like that one battle you half remember where your chest plate got split open and your legs stopped working and someone whispered, "We can still use him." Then nothing. Anyway, no time to dwell. There's heresy to extinguish.
Wait. Interesting that he is still not a big boy.
Mid-battle, mid-flamethrower burst, you turn toward a shattered wall panel. It reflects just enough light for you to see a sarcophagus, wired up like a cathedral fuse box.
A big boy!
Fists the size of jet bikes, legs bolted to a mech frame. Your frame. Oh. Huh. You're a dreadnought.
Yay! He became a big boy! Let's go! He's a dreadnought now!
Okay, cool. That explains a lot. The memory gaps, the voice delay, the weird dreams, the fact that you haven't blinked since the Horus Heresy.
Yep.
You were expecting a dramatic reveal. Choirs, maybe. Instead, it's just you, your reflection, and the slow realization that you've been kind of dead for 300 years and still not on break.
Uh-oh. Oh, he forgot. He forgot that he's a dreadnought. No!
You nod to yourself, or at least the sarcophagus nods. Close enough. You're a space marine. Now you're...
But wait! Dreadnoughts can talk. They can, but they're pretty grumpy. Well, wouldn't you be grumpy if you were stuck in a big sarcophagi? Well, actually. I wouldn't be so grumpy if I was stuck in a big sarcophagi that can move around, shoot, and have tons of stuff to do. Also, Soul is not grumpy. Soul is the bestest boy ever. He's very happy. Several thousand years of cognitive dissonance, poor boy. Although isn't Bjorn the only dread who remembers the heresy? Wouldn't know, actually. I have no idea who could remember heresy from Ultramarines.
A very expensive microwave that punches tanks.
Very expensive microwave, yep. Yay! Wait. I may have been put on flames by accident. Please don't put me on flames. I'm not flammable. Well, I am, so don't put me on flames.